Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 2023 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel out, and you guys are absolutely amazing. So, thank you so much. And thank you so much again for all the healing energy, for all your well wishes, your care, your support as I heal, as my knee heals. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I love you all so much. I mean, really seriously, I can't even express how absolutely brilliant you all are. Now, if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested um, in a reading, in a meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. That's also listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Aries, this is your moon. Seriously, it is in Aries. It is a full moon. And so let's see let's start off. Well, okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. We'll lay out the tarot and then we'll see what spirit has to say and what we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay, cool. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have meditation reverse. So it's meditate, it's reversed. Are we really into meditating? No, we're not. We want to go, we want to do, we want to explore, we want to push boundaries, we want to see. We're releasing a burden that we have been carrying for quite some time, and that's seen right here in the 10 of Wands reversed. But it can also feel like we don't have the support, okay, that we need. We're going to be releasing something. It needs to be released. It needs to be let go of. But there's almost a sense of free falling. Meditation will help. Is it the last thing that you want to do? Yeah, it kind of is. It absolutely is. But even if you just take 5 minutes and you focus on your breath, you breathe in for the count of five, you breathe out for the count of five, and you just slow your breath and center yourself and do that for 5 minutes. You can do that for 5 minutes multiple times a day. You could do that for 5 minutes, one time a day. It really does make a huge difference. And it's one of the meditations I do before I start these readings. So here, just centering yourself, connecting with yourself is going to be so important. And connecting with your breath and expanding your breath is also going to be an astounding thing. So let's see what we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay, the Fool. So be mindful. We can be feeling foolish. We can want to do something, want to push boundaries, want to kind of move in a very in our way of looking at it, it's a very distinct path forward. But in other people, they can be like, wow, that seems just so radical. But just be mindful that during this time, we can look at ourselves and kind of be self deprecating, really think, oh, I'm being foolish. Oh, I'm just a fool. I'm making a fool out of myself. And spirit's like, don't be so harsh on yourself because you're like clipping your own wings before you even start. So just be aware of this and be aware that, yeah, people might not get what you're doing, but they will get as you become more and more successful. They will get as you become happier. And as you become happier and as you become successful, you can also have people push against you because it's like, hey, I loved it when you were miserable. I felt better then, right? That's what people think. Like, oh, okay, I like to lord it over somebody. And you could be having that here where somebody thought you were foolish, somebody mocked you, somebody made you feel small and worthless. And they, now that you are moving into this, new phase of success, or you're moving towards success, that person can still be trying to pull you down because they don't get it. They don't get the path that you're on. And that's cool. They don't have to. But you have to respect yourself enough not to let them pull you into their nothingness. The Two of Wands, doors are opening. Doors are opening, but you're also looking at things. You're being inspired. You're seeing things in different ways, different lights, different ideas are coming your way. And with the Page of Cups, this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if you're born on the cusp with Pisces, or if you have water sign in your chart, this is coming through very powerfully. This time of being a student, also if you have earth sign energy in your chart, that's going to be very powerful for you. But this time of being a student, this time of finding your success, but also learning how to reconnect with what you love in your heart and what you desire. This is a spotlight time, right? Think of this full moon as your spotlight on the stage. This is a time where you look at, what do I love? Here at his feet, we have a pig flying, which I just think is so cute. But it also makes me laugh because we think of when pigs fly. When pigs fly, this will happen. When pigs fly, I'll be able to have what I love, what I want. And so here, when we're looking at it, it's a concept, it's an idea. And we're looking at it at this time and thinking, yeah, when pigs fly. It seems like it's never going to come to us. It's never going to come forward. If we learn more and more how to center in ourselves and how to embrace our passion, let spirit guide us forward, let the universe guide us forward, all of a sudden that becomes the game changer. So here it's like, listen to your heart. Your heart is so powerful. Your heart actually speaks to your brain. Your heart speaks to your brain more than your brain speaks to your heart. And that's just science. And I think that's beautiful and poetic. So here, let us listen to our hearts. Let us, really start to connect with what we love, because the Page of Pentacles, this stance here of like the one leg up, kind of yoga stance, that's a stance towards enlightenment. And that's what we're moving towards as we're planting seeds, as we're looking at what we desire, as we're seeing the interconnectedness of things. This is going to be a moon where, yeah, we're a student. Yeah, we're learning. We're diving deeper, and we're looking at things differently. New opportunities can arise. New ideas can be moving forward for us in a very real way, in a very positive way, in a very powerful way. And it's like, oh wow, I didn't see that door opening. And now, because we are becoming a student of our prosperity, a student of our bounty, of really looking not only where do I want to invest, my money, right? What do I want to spend my money on? But how do I want to invest my time? What's important to me? What do I love? What do I desire? And it's not, it sounds silly to say because it almost feels like I'm going to be happy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're human. We have moods. But here it's like, no, I'm looking at what I'm investing in, and I'm learning how to also invest in me, how to, embrace that. And the Three of Wands is like, new opportunities are coming your way. The door is opening, and it's just like a new horizon is opening up to us. New ideas are coming, new inspirations, new influences. And there's almost a sense of, I have to be able to go after it and not stiffen up, right? Not to become rigid. Because when you're riding a wave, right here, she's holding a surfboard. Don't stiffen up. It makes you fall, right? Don't become too rigid. You have to kind of go with the flow of the water. Go with the flow of not only the emotions, like sit there and see the emotions and feel them, and either let them influence us or say, you know what, that's a bit much. No, thank you. But to be able to move forward is going to be so beautiful for us. And new horizons, new opportunities, new ideas, but also just embracing the emotion of it. Embracing, what do we feel? What are we seeing? What are we afraid of? What darker emotions are holding us back? What beautiful emotions are leading us forward? Can we accept them, and can we, merge with them? We can also have water sign energies and earth sign energies in our lives that are they can be young, they can be children, most definitely, but they can also be young souls where it's like they're having us look at things. And so for somebody here, there's an opportunity opening up, but you've been through frustrations, right? Emotional frustrations, earthly frustrations, people have tested you. And now it's okay. Now I need to move forward. Now I need to pick up my surfboard or pick up my tools and ride the emotions of this world, move forward in what I love and center myself with my heart, with my soul, with what I desire. And then it brings us to the 10 of Wands reversed. The 10 of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, is a person carrying 10 wands bent over. All you see is the dirt on your feet. And now it's like, okay, I'm releasing that. But here she has an oxen. So she has somebody to help her carry her burdens. And it can almost feel like, for some of us during this time, a person that we were relying on or something that we were relying on, it glitches, right? Either the person can't carry what they were supposed to carry, or we're relying on a software or a something to help us along, and it's malfunctioning, or it's, giving us little glitches and making things a little bit more intense. We need to step back. We need to step back. Are we trying to carry too much? Are we trying to hold on to too much? What do we need to let go of? This is going to be a huge time where that spotlight, that stage, is really telling us, hey, what do you need to let go of? What are you carrying with you that is weighing you down, holding you back, and keeping you from moving forward in the way that you really need to? And it brings us then to the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is a fantastic energy. This is in the upright position. So it really is a fantastic energy. It's like, I'm going to be the hero of my story. I have things figured out. I'm taking aim. I'm going after it. I know what it is that I want. But Spirit just also said, be careful of rushing things, because we have the Knight of Swords who likes to move very fast. We have the Fool. We want to move very fast. And Spirit's saying here, as a be mindful card, the Fool is also like, be mindful. You're going to have to build things maybe a little bit more slowly than you had wanted to. Give it time, okay? But keep on moving forward in your tenacity and in your brilliance, because this whole reading is crowned by the Two of Wands, by an opening of ideas, by, new pathways coming, by the sense of new opportunities. It's no longer small. There's a sense of, even if we're just sat in a room, right? It's no longer small. Our imagination is opening up to us. Our ideas are opening up to us. We're opening up to a path that Spirit is guiding us towards, or towards the inspiration of our existence. And that's an exciting thing. That's something where you could never leave, like, the town that you were born in, right? Or you could never leave your house. Kind of think of it as, I'm just seeing Emily Dickinson, right? She sat in her house. She, wouldn't even let a doctor see her, towards the end of her life, because she just didn't want people around her. She was so, like, cutting herself off. But she still influenced the world. She still gave apples to the kids so that they could have a snack, and she lowered them from her window. I mean, she was extraordinary, eccentric, most definitely, but extraordinary. And it's a hermitage. So we could be in a hermitage time, right? We can look at Emily Dickinson and think hermit, okay? But we can be in a time of a hermitage and still greatly impact the world, and still have rich, beautiful interactions with existence. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Ooh, sorry. I hit my mic. So I'm sorry if you could hear that. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. So what's really cool here is with the Two of Wands, as we, Spirit was talking about that hermitage, right? And then the moon says, step out of your comfort zone, right? So we can be looking at a time where we can feel like, I have to be pushing, I have to be doing more. But stepping out of your comfort zone is really talking about the creative process for you. So there's something here, something creative that we are supposed to be embarking. Like, we are supposed to be walking down this creative aisle, this act of creation within ourselves. And Spirit's like, hey, step out of your comfort zone, push yourself a little bit, be a little bit uncomfortable. It'll be okay. So just know that the Two of Wands, the two doors that are opening, the inspiration, the brilliance that moves us forward. It has to do with creation, and it has to do with us creating, whether it be that we, decide that we have a farm and there's that creation on the farm, or growing plants, there's that creation there, or that we just want to create, like there's a creative spark within us through dance or through art or through music, whatever it is that needs to be expressed, that needs to be heard, seen, move forward in, and we've been avoiding it. So it then moves us here to patience reversed. Are we patient? No. It's kind of like that pigs will fly type of thing, the Page of Cups. How do I embrace my heart? How do I embrace what I love? We're not going to be very patient with ourselves, which means that our inner talk can be rather rude. So just be mindful about that. Nothing is yet set in stone, okay? And that is really important, because we're kind of thinking it's all settled, right? It's all done, it's all settled, it's all, just like this. And Spirit's like, no, it's not. So nothing is set in stone. So just be aware of that. So there's something where we think, okay, I already know the outcome. It's like, no, you don't. You'll be surprised. The moon will surprise you. This time will surprise us. Fruition is reverse. So with the Page of Pentacles, we have here meditate and contemplate. Again, Spirit said to us, we're not going to want to, but it's really going to help bring things into fruition. So if fruition is reverse, we can see this time almost as very chaotic. We're learning, we're, taking things in, but we can really think, it's not moving us forward the way that we wanted it to. We're not getting the payoff that we thought we would. But if we embrace meditation, contemplation, connection, we can see things really moving forward in a way that is a lot bolder than we had expected. Gratitude is reversed. Being grateful sometimes seems ridiculous. Okay? It does. I mean, maybe that's just me. I don't think so. I don't think I'm that special. But sometimes when we look at gratitude, and it's like, well, I don't want to be grateful. I've had a terrible day. Things are hard. Things are overwhelming. There's nothing to be grateful for. I've, kind of like inherited this mess. What the heck is going on here? But if we look at gratitude, for our lungs filling with air, it's small things. It's really, really small things. And then we can start to try and make our outlook beautiful, make our connection beautiful. And then that starts to change our whole entire world. Beauty is going to be really important. And there's gratitude. I see a gratitude connected with the beautiful. Okay? So I don't know exactly how that works. That's just the imagery that Spirit is bringing forward. But gratitude connected with the beautiful. And it says here, have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. There's somebody walking beside you on the other side that you can even be really ticked at for leaving you, like really ticked at them. And this could be like, they could be gone a long time, right? They could be at the other side for a long time. And you still are just a little bit annoyed that they left you here all by yourself to figure out this mess. And Spirit is sitting and saying, be grateful, because they're walking with you. They're walking with you. And that's a huge thing. The void is reversed. So this isn't a time for nothingness. Even though it says here, nothing will come of it. With the 10 of Wands reverse, we're releasing so much tension. But again, with the things that aren't going right, we're kind of thinking, oh my gosh, that's going to define everything. And Spirit's like, no, nothing will come of it. The void, of course, is a time during every single lunar cycle. It's multiple times during a lunar cycle where things just go wonky. It doesn't go the way that you expected. So it's not going to go the way that we expect. And just be like, okay, cool. Be like, I'm just saying, like, be like a Boy Scout, a Girl Scout, like be prepared. And kind of, it's almost like I'm going to go and do things a little bit more securely, a little bit more like, okay, that's like as good as I can possibly get it. Like, don't like have to do things. And you will find that even though some things still, like, some things will just go pear-shaped, they'll just go a little bit wonky. You'll be like, okay, that's not how I expected it to be. But it's not going to impact things as intensely as we think it is in the moment, because it just feels like, oh wow, that can add extra pressure, but we're actually going to see the pressure being released. And it brings us then to attraction. And it says, work through your fears, because this can be a time, Aries warrior god, right? Aries full moon can be a time where we decide to conquer a lot of things. Like, we're like, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do this, and as an Aries ourselves, it's like, okay, I feel really comfortable here. I feel really at home, like really comfortable in this energy. Now we're in a Libra sun. Now, Libra and Aries are sister signs, so we can bring out the best in each other. We can bring out the worst in each other. And this can be a time where we're looking at, okay, how do I get balance? And we'll look at that and be like, okay, this is my, kind of like game plan. This is my warrior setup. Be very aware of what you are attracting. Be very aware of looking at this time as, kind of like I'm just seeing it like a game of risk. Like I'm going to take it so seriously and I'm going to have everything set up in just a certain way and absolutely destroy. Spirit's like, no, look at the energy that you are stewing in because you're going to attract more of that. And if this is a battle that needs to be won or a battle that is constantly being forced and fought, it's just going to feel like this time is just going to feel like a battle. So be very aware of your attraction, of the energy, because we're not aware of it. And working through our fears, it's like, okay, I can be vulnerable. I can be overwhelmed. I can be all of these things and not have them absolutely eat me up. So just be aware of that. Okay, our subconscious tarot message is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So we don't want to move slowly. Again, Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight. The Knight of Swords, fastest moving knight. We're way more comfortable in the Knight of Swords energy. It's like, I want to move fast. I want to go. I want to do. So here, just be very, very mindful of, kind of dotting your I's, crossing your T's, moving slowly, being constructive, going after what we desire, what we want, because are we going to want to? No. We can also have somebody really messing up the flow of things, messing up what we have built, and we'll think, oh my gosh, this is going to last forever. I'm never going to be able to undo this mess. You will be. You will be. It's not a permanent mess. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious spirit message is blossom. We are blossoming into the person we were always meant to be. We are blossoming into walking more, lovingly, compassionately, honorably with ourselves and our inner child. We are blossoming. This is a time with our family, with our friends, with our community, with ourselves that we really see a blooming. I really see a beauty. There's a beauty to it. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of, King of Cups. Somebody who's emotionally manipulative. Somebody who is they're going to go for your low points. They just are. Your sensitive points, your sense of doubt or of fear. This is a person who will absolutely, you know, absolutely go after that. The King of Cups is also somebody who's just, again, very emotionally manipulative. So just be very mindful about that. Be very mindful of the energy of somebody who, especially when you're on your journey, all right, and we want to move super fast, we have to slow it down. But this person wants us to stop completely. This person is like, you will never amount to anything. And this can be from a long time ago that somebody said this. This can be yesterday or, 5 minutes ago that somebody said this. Do not let this become what defines you, because this person is an emotional vampire, just will suck all the joy out of you. And when you're small and scared and doubting yourself, this person's like, yeah, you should, and they walk on and they don't even care. So just be aware. Our subconscious Luna message is, what do you need to release, right? And then we have pleasure. We need to release what isn't bringing us pleasure in our lives. Now, this isn't saying to run away from our responsibilities as much as we'd be like, woohoo, that's it. I'm only going to go and have fun. This is saying, what do we need to release? Because we need to let the pleasure, the joy, the beauty, we need to let that start coming back into our lives. That's just so absolutely important. Okay. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this Aries full moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.